Good morning. Now we are discussing about the filters, an electronic circuit which allows certain range of frequencies and blocks the unnecessary unwanted frequencies are called filters. We have different types of filters. There are low pass filters, high pass filters, band pass filters, etc. Filters use passive elements as well as active elements. The filters which use passive elements are called passive filters, whereas the filters which use active elements are called active filters. Passive filters are resistors, capacitors, and inductors. So, filters which use resistors, capacitors, and inductors are called passive filters, and filters which use active components such as op amps, transistors, etc. are called active filters. These active filters are widely used in radios, television sets, telephones, radars, satellites, etc. It has a wide range of applications. So now coming to the low pass filter. We are studying the first order low pass active filter using RC network. It is a passive filter which makes use of resistors and capacitors. Now, the op amp used is in the non-inverting mode. The source, the input voltage is applied across the non-inverting input terminal. And its frequency is gradually varied. Resistors R1 and RF determine the gain of the filter. R1 and RF will determine the gain. The resistance R and the capacitive reactance C or Xc, capacitive reactance of the capacitor C is given by Xc, and these two constitute the voltage divider. And this voltage divider will attenuate the input signal, will block the unwanted signals. And Xc, called the capacitive reactance, is very large at low frequencies, and therefore a little attenuation of low frequency signals will take place. So according to voltage divider rule, VA equals minus Zx into C, minus Zxc divided by R minus Zxc into VA. Potential across this junction A is given by this expression according to voltage divider rule. And this represents the circuit diagram of low pass filter consisting of passive elements. And this is the frequency response of low pass filter. Now, this can be rewritten as, instead of Xc, I write 1 by 2 pi of C. Xc is 1 by 2 pi of C. And minus J becomes plus 1 by J. Therefore, it is 1 divided by J 2 pi of C whole divided by R plus 1 by J 2 pi of C into Vin. Simplifying this, we get Vin divided by 1 plus J into 2 pi of RC. Since the op amp is in non-inverting mode, the output is given by V0 equals 1 plus RF by R1 into VA. Or it is 1 plus RF by R1 into VA is this. That is Vin divided by 1 plus J into 2 pi of RC. This is nothing but equal to AVF. Voltage gain with feedback into V in divided by 1 plus J into F by Fc, where F is 1 by 2, where Fc is 1 by 2 pi Rc. Fc is 1 by 2 pi Rc, called cutoff frequency. Therefore, on the LHS it is V0. Therefore, V0 by Vin is equal to AVF whole divided by 1 plus J into F by Fc. Therefore, the magnitude of gain is magnitude of V0 by Vin, that is equal to AVF whole divided by square root of 1 plus F by Fc whole square. This equation describes the behavior of low pass filter. This describes the behavior of low pass filter. Now, at low frequencies, F will be less than Fc. If F is less than Fc, then V0 by Vin will be nearly equal to AVF, the gain, voltage gain with feedback, right? The magnitude of gain is equal to AVF if F is less than Fc. If F is equal to Fc, then V0 by Vin will be equal to AVF whole divided by 1 plus 1. That is equal to root 2. So 1 by root 2 is 0.707 into AVF. This is when F is equal to Fc. That is 3 decibel lesser than the maximum voltage gain with feedback. Similarly, if F is greater than Fc, then V0 by Vin will be less than AVF. Low pass filter has a constant voltage gain from 0 to Fc. So we can see here, from 0 to Fc, this is Fc. From 0 to Fc, it will have a constant voltage gain, and from then onwards it decreases. And it decreases at the rate of 20 decibel per decade. This is the rate of decrease beyond Fc. This is about low pass filter. Now coming to the high pass filter. This is a circuit diagram which represents the high pass filter. Again, it consists of the resistors and capacitors, hence it is a passive circuit, passive filter. And the input is applied through the capacitor to the non-inverting input terminal again, whereas the output terminal is grounded. And there is a feedback resistance connected between the output and the input inverting terminal. At high frequencies, Xc will be lesser than R, where Xc is called the capacitive reactance. Now, no attenuation of input signal takes place at higher frequencies when X is less than R. If F is equal to Fc, then Xc become equal to R, the capacitive reactance become equal to this resistance, and there is a 3 decibel drop in the signal voltage across the capacitor. All the frequencies greater than Fc are allowed to pass, but maximum frequency which is allowed to pass is determined by the closed loop band of the op-amp. So according to voltage divider rule, we are applying voltage divider rule to this circuit. It is VA equals voltage across this junction. VA is equal to R divided by R minus JXC into Vn, where Xc is capacitive reactance, that is equal to 1 by 2 pi Fc. Now rewriting this, and this second diagram represents the frequency response of high pass filter. Now the above relation can be rewritten as R by R plus 1 by J2 pi Fc into Vn, or it is J 2 pi f RC divided by 1 plus j 2 pi f RC into Vn. As the op amp is again in non-inverting mode, V0 is this. It is 1 plus Rf by R1 into Va. Therefore, 1 plus Rf by R1 into Va. This is Va. Now rewriting. So this is V0. V0 divided by Vn is therefore equal to J f by Fc whole divided by 1 plus J f by Fc into AVF. This is AVF. Therefore, V0 by the magnitude of gain V0 by Vn is AVF into f by Fc whole divided by square root of 1 by 1 plus f by Fc whole square. Right? Where Fc is called the cutoff frequency given by this expression. When f is less than Fc, and the applied frequency is less than the cutoff frequency, then V0 by Vn magnitude of gain is less than AVF. At f equals Fc, again V0 by Vn is 0.707 AVF. And when f is greater than Fc, V0 by Vn is nearly equal to AVF, which is a constant. And this variation is shown in this diagram. Below Fc, when the frequency is lesser than Fc, condition 1, when it is equal to Fc, the gain is 0.707 AVF, and when it is larger than Fc, gain is equal to AVF. This is about the high pass filter. And we have one more filter called the band pass filter. This band pass filter is a frequency selector. It allows signals from a lower cutoff frequency to a higher cutoff frequency. It allows signals between those two values, the lower cutoff and the higher cutoff. Below lower cutoff, the frequencies are not allowed. Similarly, frequencies above the higher cutoff frequencies are also not allowed to pass through. Right? And that difference between those two cutoff frequencies is called the band pass, is called the bandwidth of the band pass filter. These band pass filters are classified again into two types. One is wide band pass filter and the other is narrow band pass filter. Right? These two, Fc1 and Fc2, represents the cutoff frequencies. Right? So between which the frequencies are allowed to pass through. Below the first cutoff and above the second cutoff, the frequencies are filtered off. They are attenuated. Now, coming to the first band pass filter, the wide band pass filter. This circuit represents wide band pass filter. This wide band pass filter is a series combination of the high pass filter and the low pass filter. First one is the high pass filter and the second one is the low pass filter. For the low pass filter, we know that gain is V0 by Vn equals AVF1 divided by square root of 1 plus f by fc1 whole square. Since we have two filters, one is high pass and the other is low pass, there are two cutoff frequencies and both are taken. One is considered as fc1 and the other is considered as fc2. And for high pass filter, the gain is V0 by Vn equals AVF2 into f by fc2 whole divided by root of 1 plus f by fc2 whole square. Now, since the two circuits are connected in series, the overall gain of this band pass filter is the product of gains of high pass and low pass filters. Therefore, V0 by Vn is equal to V0 by Vn of high pass multiplied by V0 by Vn of low pass. Therefore, it is AVFT into f by fc2 whole divided by square root of 1 plus f by fc1 whole square into 1 plus f by fc2 square, where AVFT is AVF1 into AVF2, the net band pass of the net gain of the band pass filter, where f is called the frequency of input signal, fc1 is called the lower cutoff, fc2 is called the higher cutoff. Now coming to the second band pass filter called the narrow band pass filter. The circuit diagram of this filter is shown over here. It has two feedback paths. You can see here it has two feedback paths. This is C2, this is C2, C2. And the op-amp is in the inverting mode, whereas the non-inverting terminal is grounded. At low frequencies, XC2 value is large and can be eliminated from the low frequency equivalent circuit. The voltage gain of this is AVF1 equals RF by Z1, RF by Z1, that is equal to RF by root of R1 square into XC1 square, XC1 square of these two, R1 and C1. Z1 is the effective reactance of these two components. Now, at signal frequencies in band pass of the circuit, XC1 becomes very much smaller than R1, so that the voltage gain becomes AVF1 equals RF by R1. Right? At cutoff frequency of C1, XC1 will be equal to R1. At higher frequencies, XC1 becomes small compared to R1, and therefore C1 can be neglected. As XC2 is small, it can also be neglected. Therefore, voltage gain AVF2 is XC parallel to RF divided by R1, and that will be equal to therefore RF by R1 into root of 1 plus RF by XC1 whole square. At signal frequencies in the band pass, XC2 is greater than R2 such that the voltage gain AVF2 is equal to RF by R1. At cutoff frequencies FC2, XC2 will be equal to RF. This is about the narrow band pass filter.